You live in East Montpelier?
I live oops! Uh-oh. We're in the dark. I think I think the power went out. I don't think somebody turned the lights off. Anyway, I'll show you how to get out if it doesn't come back
Okay.
on. I live 2 houses down the road. I come over here and I look around the store to see what's needed in the morning, early in the morning. This time of year, come and fire up the furnace, look around, get whatever is needed, and if the syrup needed to be canned, I come down and start syrup heating. If there's candy to be made, you saw how I make it. I came in 12 years ago and I just walked in and started working. Nobody asked me.
Hey.
I make, except for the big guys in Vermont that have big power equipment to do it, I think I make about as much candy as anybody, I think. I have molds to make rabbits, big leaves, little bitty hearts, small hearts, moose heads, let's see, sap buckets, big hearts. We sell a lot of big hearts. Every time I go anywhere where they sell molds, I'm looking to see if there's anything new. The one I want to get is the Vermont woodchuck. This will probably fill 2 of these molds, but I also can cook more. This was just a gallon of syrup. I can cook up to 2 gallons of syrup. I have to be careful it doesn't run over and get on the table, because if it gets on the table, it's disaster. Then I can't move the plywood back and forth because it'll stick down. See how it turns nice and white and creamy?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be creamy. Now I gotta start pouring a little more into the trough, otherwise it'll get hard and the trough will stop and won't run at all. You'll see in just a minute, things will come together here. Most people get all upset and they think this is the end of the world when this happens, but I have learned, don't get too upset about it. Just keep on going. You gotta just go fast. Then I gotta quickly turn it around, move it toward the back, start over again. All the time you gotta be thinking, do I need more syrup in the thing or not? But don't put too much because that will run into a mess. 1 or 2 of them aren't going to come out this time, but most of them are. See how they're lumped up there?
Mm-hmm.
The syrup was too hard. It wouldn't settle down into the mold. But I didn't lose very many of them. I've seen the day when I first started that when that happened, I would get all upset. Everything would come to a stop and all the syrup turns to hardened up stuff in there. Then you have to melt it down and start all over. But as time goes on, you get where you can overcome those things in a hurry. And this will go upstairs. It'll have to sit for maybe 3/4 of an hour, and then you just remove the candies from the mold. I've made it a whole 8 miles in my whole life, from Calais to Montpelier. Some of the people say it should be called Calais. But I say no, and Montpelier isn't Montpelier either. I've made maple syrup before, but I'd never made candy or anything. I just sort of learned. Yeah.
What did you do before?
fixed Volkswagens
Oh, okay.
for about 45 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had some health problems, which is all right now, I hope. And I just walked in the front door and found something to do. Once my work is done, I have charge of all the cemeteries in town. In the summer, I go and mow. I have to bury people once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And fire department, I'm with them too. I have been a long time. And I do odd things around, some mechanical work. We used to milk cows. We don't milk cows anymore.
Just
No.
maple syrup.
Maple syrup. We milk maple trees. Yeah. Actually, we use vacuum, and it actually milks the maple trees. That is the maple candy story.